Shae Russell for mining.com.au, and I am here at the Noosa Mining Conference in Noosa, oddly enough. Sitting next to me is Keith McKnight, the Managing Director of Group 6 Metals. Keith, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
Now, thank you for joining me. You have been a hard man to get. There's always been a crowd whenever I walk past.
Yeah, it's been really, really busy. I'm very happy with the reception that we've had here at the Noosa conference. Very informed investors. Tungsten sometimes can be a challenging story, but most of the people coming through have heard about us and just want to find out a little bit more.
Well, I think that's what's so interesting, because tungsten isn't the flavour of the month, but yet your booth has been quite popular. Now, you've mentioned you're in tungsten, and I believe you're in production. You're mining, aren't you?
Yes, we are. So we're mining at the Dolphin Tungsten project on King Island and the Bass Strait between Tasmania and the southern tip of Australia. We've been in production for about 12 months now. We've had a few challenges with ramp up, as you'd expect a junior mining company would. But over the last few months, we've really started to hit our straps, primarily in the mining, where we're mining high-grade tungsten now at 0.9%. And we've got a little bit more work to do in the process plant, but we expect that we should be able to ramp that up to nameplate in the next 3 to 4 months.
No worries. How long has this mine been operational again?
12 months, yeah.
And tell me, we all know, what's the most common question investors have been asking at this conference?
I think most people are interested to understand the market. What people are beginning to realise, and I think it's been recognised by governments both in the US and Australia, is that in a market that's dominated by China, they supply about 84% of tungsten demand, world demand, that it's becoming more and more important that we've got secure, reliable Western producers of tungsten. So I think people are trying to understand the market. They ask about the price, and the price has remained really high compared to historical prices. So that's a good benefit for the project. And look, there's good information out there to believe that demand is going to remain strong, and especially that ex-Chinese demand.
That's actually great. It seems like there's some very intelligent questions being asked, because tungsten isn't well known, but people are making an effort to find out about where it sits in the critical supply chain.
Yes.
Before we wrap up today, tell me, what comes next for tungsten? You've obviously just gotten into production. Where does the next sort of news flow come from?
So we've got a couple of areas that we can look to growth, but the immediate focus is going to be getting into cash flow positive operations. I mean, that's got to be our main ambition and our main focus. We're pretty confident that we can achieve that before the end of the year. And then after that, we've got, as I said, some internal growth opportunities. We're closely looking at ore sorting. I think a lot of companies have benefited from ore sorting over the last couple of years. We're probably a little late to the party. And the reason for that is because we've got such a high-grade deposit. And we're also looking at our regional exploration opportunities. We've got 63 square kilometres of area around this mine. We've got areas where we know we've had high-grade intersections. So we've just got to go and further examine those areas, and I'm pretty confident we'll find another resource.
Listen, that is awesome. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Shae.
And I'm going to have to let you get back to all the investors.
Awesome. Thank you very much.